Okay, so first, the first question of your question paper. Some questions I have taken from your paper, some from previous year questions also. Okay, now just here, z is equal to cx square root y. Okay, where c is constant. Where c is constant means you need not consider c here. You need not consider c. Only variables you have to consider. Okay. So here we are using power percentage. What is the meaning of power percentage here? For example, if you take z here, z and m are some, what are you going to write now? Z means, see, delta z by z into 100 is equal to 2 into delta x by x into 100 plus root y. Root y means y power of 1 by 2. So root y is nothing but y power 1 by 2. So half delta y by y into 100. Okay. This is your formula. I'll give some clue for you. So delta, this one. Okay. Before going to this, let me make you some understanding about this one. You can just see here. Area means L square. So here, if percentage error in length is 2%, what is percentage error in area? He is asking like this. If percentage error in length is 2%, what is the percentage error in area? Okay. So here, now first what you write, delta A by A into 100 is equal to power percentage. Means what? First you will take power, then you will take percentage here. Okay. So first you take power, what are the powers you are getting? That one, and now delta L by L into 100. So power multiplied with percentage. This is called as power percentage formula. Understand? So power, whatever it may be, either it is a square or whatever. Understand? Okay. So let me give one more example. If P is equal to x square y cube divided by z power root z angle. So root z. Okay. So this is there. If percentage error in x is 2% and percentage error in y is 4% and percentage error in z is 1%. It is given like this. So percentage error in x 100. So what is the meaning of percentage error in x? That's nothing but delta x by x into 100 is equal to 2%. Percentage error in y means delta y by y into 100 is equal to 4%. Like delta z by z into 100 is equal to 1%. It is given like this. Okay, percentage error in x, y and z. It's given like this. And this is the formula here. So find percentage error in P. This is the question asked. What are you going to do now? Percentage error in PM. Either it is a multiplication or division or whatever. Use your common sense. Error will be added. Error will not be powered. Error will not be divided. Let me give a small example. This month you have committed 2 errors. Next month you have committed 4 errors. What will you do? So, for example, 1 error, 2 errors you have committed. Will you make the errors square? You won't do. Error square है 4. Now, for example, you have made 2 errors in last month and now you are making 4 errors. So, how many errors totally? 6 errors. And you are finding the errors. It is a multiplication or division or square root, what it may be. See, errors will not always be added. So, last month you have done 2, this month you have done 4. So, can you multiply 4 into 2 is equal to 8 errors you have done? పోయిన నెలలో 2 తప్పులు ఈ నెలలో 4 తప్పులు మొత్తం ఎన్ని తప్పులు చేసుకుంటాను తప్పులు మల్టిప్లై కావు జస్ట్ యాడ్ అయితే నౌ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ యూ హ్యావ్ డన్ 4 mistakes like the same way you cannot divide 2 by 4 like this 1 by 2 which is equal to 0.5. Last month you have done 2 mistakes, this month you have done 4 mistakes, 4 errors and totally 2 by 4 which is equal to 0.7 తప్పులు చేశారు. So errors cannot be divided, errors cannot be multiplied, errors will be only added. తప్పులు యాడ్ అవుతాయి, మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే అస్సాం, డివిజన్ చేస్తే బతికిపోతాం, ఇంకా తక్కువ అవుతుంది. So therefore we are discussing about errors. Whatever may be the situation, errors will be just added. Okay, so what do you write now? Delta p by p into 100 is equal to now delta p by p into 100 just power percentage. Power percentage means power multiplied with percentage, that's it. So power delta x by x into 100 plus power delta y by y into 100 plus either it is division or multiplication, you have to just add them, that's it. So what is this root 2 means? Is it not z power of 1 by 2? So it is going to be half delta z by z into 100. Okay. So this is your formula which is called as power percentage formula. Power percentage formula. Just you have to take the power and multiply with percentage. That's the thing you have to do. Then it will give you errors. Now just see that. So 2 into delta x is how much? 2 into 2 plus 3 into 4 plus half into 1. Is it? You do one thing here. Instead of taking 1, better you take some, okay, here 6%. Why unnecessary make complex calculations here? No, it's going to be 6 here, is it? Okay, so 2 1s, 2 3s. So totally 2 2s are 4, and this is 3 4s 12, and this is how much? 3. So how much? Totally 19% is the error in the case of P if individually errors are given like this. So these are the problems given in this way, errors, and some other way errors will be given like this also. Instead of giving percentage error, indirectly he give x value and y value like this. Okay. So in this situation, what are we going to do if powers are given like this? Delta x, 2 into delta x means what? In this delta x will be this one. This will become delta x, and this will become x. This will become delta y, and this will become y. Plus or minus means that is error. So now 2 you will write like that only. Delta x means you write 0.04 divided by x is nothing but 4 into 100. Okay, plus half delta y means 0.5 by 5 into 100. Okay, so what's your final answer now? 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 1s, 0.02 into 100 is nothing but 2, plus here is going to be 1, this is 0.1. Okay, so 0.1 means 10 by 2, then it's nothing but 5. Is it so? 0.5 by, sorry, 25. What is there here? 0.5 by 25. It's nothing but 0.5 by 25 into 100. So therefore 25 1 times, 25 4 times, 2 1 times, 2 2 times. It's going to be 2 5s 10. So 1 you are getting that side, isn't it? So 2 plus 1 which is nothing but 3% is your answer. This is one more way of representing the question in terms of directly giving us percentage errors. Allow to E upon realize the values. Okay, this is one way. Now, just here. This is next question of your question paper. You just see, he has given V is equal to 10 minus 4t meters per second. Okay, this is the question given to you. This question, especially for NEET students, I won't use the integration method and differentiation method. I directly solve by using a common sense formula. V is equal to U plus AT, where A is nothing but minus 4 meters per second square. Comparing the equation which is given with our equations of motion, then also you can solve. I have solved nearly some 90% of the problems without using integration and differentiation, especially for NEET students, those who are afraid of integration and differentiation. And if they are MPC students, or you also, if you are very familiar, then I can solve this problem by using integration differentiation also. What is that given? V is equal to 10 minus 4t. He is asking us to find out the method of acceleration. If you want, you have to differentiate velocity with respect to time. It's going to be constant 0 minus 4 into dt by dt. So it's giving minus 4 meters per second. Okay, square. These are the two methods you can apply. This is by integration. This is just by comparing the general formula. Okay, so the answer is going to be, that's it. Is it? Next. Here, swimmer. Yesterday we have discussed about swimmer case, swimming case, or boat and river case. Let me give a small idea today also, because we have discussed about shortest time. Is it? We have discussed about shortest time. Okay. Yesterday we have discussed, I think, shortest path. No? Is it? Huh? Shortest path we have discussed. Now we have discussed shortest time. What is the difference between these two? Let me discuss it. Shortest path. Another is shortest time. Shortest path and shortest time. See, I told you yesterday that shortest path, shortest time. Okay, now this is a river flow. This is a river flow. I'll explain this in a shortcut way. Okay, so now what is the aim here? Shortest path means you will be at this place. Your aim is to reach B directly like this, but it is not possible that if you try to go directly, river will push you and take you somewhere like this, isn't it? So you have to go against to the river, which is called as upstream in this direction. So velocity of a boat or swimmer, whatever it may be, and generally velocity of a river is like this, and this is an angle theta, and this get to be the resultant velocity. We write it as square root of VB square minus VR square by using Pythagoras theorem, resultant velocity. This is C. Okay, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. If you apply, then AB square will become AC square minus BC square. Okay, getting that formula now. Then if you want to find out the direction of the boat, that means you have to find out theta here. So what's the way you have to find out theta here? The best way is, as you know boat velocity because you are riding the, you are rowing the boat. You know river velocity because you are seeing the velocity of the boat. You don't know resultant velocity until unless you reach there, isn't it? You doesn't know what is the resultant velocity until unless you reach there. So before going to that side, before the journey, you know only two things: your boat capacity, you know the capacity of the river. So by using these two, you have to find out angle theta. So means you know opposite side, you know hypotenuse. What is that we have to apply here now? Opposite and hypotenuse. Sine you have to apply. So sine theta is equal to VR by VB So theta is equal to sine inverse of VR by V, isn't it? And you have to find out time along the shortest path. Why it is called as the shortest path? Because you are trying to row your boat, you are trying to reach exactly opposite bank of a river, which is going to be the width of a river, which is said to be the shortest path, isn't it? Shortest path. Okay? Maybe time is more. Maybe time it is more, but you have to reach exactly opposite end, which is said to be the shortest path. So time along the shortest path is nothing but, you just consider this as width of a river, or B, what it may be, width of a river. So width of a river divided by resultant velocity, which is nothing but, because you know the general formula for time, okay, velocity is equal to displacement by time is nothing but displacement by velocity. So here displacement is nothing but width, velocity is nothing but resultant velocity, is it? So what is the resultant velocity? It's going to be Vb square minus Vr square. Got the time, got the direction, got the resultant velocity also. Now, what is the meaning of shortest time here? That means now my aim is not to reach the opposite end in a shortest path. I have to reach in fastest possible way. You choose your own way, but my aim is to reach the opposite bank in less time. So what will you do now? You just keep your boat, you just try to go in a directly exactly opposite end from A to B, okay? But as the river is flowing in this direction, you will see that you are not going exactly to B, you are going to C here, and this is going to be the direction of the boat, where now this case resultant will become, this is going to be your boat actual velocity. So now it is going to become Vb square plus Vr square, because that is going to be hypotenuse, isn't it? As this is an adjacent side, it's going to be difference here, difference of squares under root, and this is sum of the squares under root. That's a difference. What a difference. Okay. Yes. So now your adding means speed is increasing. Your subtracting means speed is less there. Okay. You are going along AC now. You are going along AC. Now, what are the known velocities? Boat velocity you know, river velocity you know, that means you know opposite side and adjacent side. What is the trigonometric function you can apply here? Opposite and adjacent, tan. Because you know only these two, you don't know with how much speed you will reach there. After reaching there only you come to know by seeing the time, isn't it? So foremost, before just before starting your journey, you know Vb and Vr. So this time we write only tan theta, which is nothing but Vr by Vb. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse of Vr by V. Is it? Now, you have to find out what is the time along the shortest path here. Time along the shortest path, this time is nothing but, so you are going along AC. You have to take AC as the distance, and you have to consider the velocity in the same direction, which is taken as Vv square plus Vr square. Understood? Okay. Now you just judge now. This is time along the shortest time. Time along the shortest time. See here, if you compare these two, what are you going to understand here? Here denominator is adding. Here denominator is subtracting. So as denominator is more, time along the shortest time is comparatively less with respect to time along the shortest path. Even though the path is larger, you are taking a help of a water. Water is pushing you. Water is making you to reach that opposite point. Maybe it is not a shortest path, but you will reach early even though it is a hypotenuse. Why? Because previously you are going against the water, fighting with the water. Now water is helping you, supporting you to reach the opposite end faster. That's why it is said to be shortest path, and that is said to be shortest path. Though the path is greater, this is said to be shortest. That means what is the meaning here? If you try to reach exactly the opposite end, you are not reaching the opposite end, you are going this way because you are taking help of water. Water is pushing you. ఇంకా కకృతి పడినా నాకు ఎక్కువ హెల్ప్ కావాలి, ఇంకా నేను ఈజీగా పోవాలని పోవడం ఎట్లా పోవాలి. యూ స్టార్టెడ్ గోయింగ్ దిస్ వే, then what happens? Water will push you and it will take you like this, somewhere here. It will be the longest time again. If you aim at shortest path, you will go in shortest time. ఇంకా కకృతి పడి ఇంకా తొందర పోవాలా, నాకు ఇంకా హెల్ప్ కావాలా, ఇంకా నేను అది అంటే you will reach somewhere after some time, may not be reaching, you can go along with the water also. So just opposite will be the shortest time, but still if you want to take more help of the water, then you will take that help will become punishment for you. Understood? So shortest time and shortest formulas. Okay. Now there are many problems based on this one. Sometimes you just see here now what is going to happen. This is position A and this is position B. This is said to be the river flow. This is said to be the river flow. Now a boat is traveling from A to B. Again it is traveling from B to A. B to A. Not against, not across the river. Along with the water one time it is moving and opposite to the water. See, this is said to be downstream. Downstream means going along with the water. Upstream means struggling to go opposite to the water flow. Understood? So in this case here, you know, distance is going to be same. Distance is going to be same here. But velocity, what is going to happen here? Velocity. In this case, as the water is pushing you, your speed increases. Your speed will become velocity of a boat plus velocity of a river. Boat, river, rendu add అయిపోతుంది, చాలా fast వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. But here you are going against to the river flow. That means your boat minus river, your speed will be just less. Because you are struggling to go against the water flow. This is said to be velocity, resultant velocity. This is also resultant velocity, and this is also resultant velocity. Okay. In this case, velocity of a boat, velocity of a river is in the same direction, but here velocity of a boat and velocity of a river is in the opposite direction, isn't it? This is theta is equal to 0 degrees and this is theta is equal to 180 degrees. So therefore resultant velocity means they are in the same direction. VR square plus means a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Cos 0 is 1 means a square plus b square plus 2ab under root. A square plus b square plus 2ab is nothing but a plus b whole square under root. That means a plus b. A plus b. Here this is a and that is b. But one thing, the condition, one thing you have to remember, your boat velocity should be greater than river velocity. River కంటే నీ boat speed ఎక్కువ ఉండాలి. Otherwise what happens, you know, you will be trying to move against to the river, but you will be going along with the river when river velocity is greater. Just facing against, but facing backwards. Understood? It's happening now. So this is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 180 is minus 1. That means a square plus b square minus 2ab, which is a minus b whole square under root. So whole square and root gets cancelled. A minus b is left. So we write resultant velocity as a minus b. So what is the total time here? Okay. So total time of the journey, time net, is nothing but time downstream plus time upstream. Time downstream plus time upstream. So time is nothing but distance by velocity. Downstream means you just write Vb plus Vr plus upstream means what will you write? Vb minus Vr. Understood? Okay. For example, I will solve the problem. I will give in the form of a problem. There is a problem also. Previous year question, there is a problem. What is the problem here? Okay. You just see here. For example, distance is 8 kilometers. Velocity of a boat is 8 kilometers per hour and velocity of a river is 4 kilometers per hour. Distance is 8 kilometers. Velocity of a boat is 8 kilometers per hour and velocity of a river is 4 kilometers per hour. Now, boat is going and coming to the same position. You have to find out what is the total time taken by the boat to go downstream from A to B and upstream from B to A. That is 8 kilometers, and 8 kilometers totally 16 kilometers it has traveled. Then, for that, so T net is equal to 8 by 8 plus how much? 4 plus 8 by 8 minus 4. Okay. For example, answer is in minutes. Now answer you are getting in hours. What do you do? So multiply with 60. Okay, 60. So what are you getting now? 8 by 12 into 60 plus 8 by 4 into 60. So 12. Sorry. 60. 12 ones, 12 fives, 4 ones, 4 fives. So totally how much you getting? 8 fives 40 plus 15 eights, how much? 120. So 160 minutes it is going to take. To go from here to here it is taking just 40 minutes. Just 40 minutes. But to come again from B to A against to the river flow it is taking 120 minutes. साढ़े छः को
रेट वाला बेसिकली छियालीस हो गया आधा में पानी का बोल क्या रेट कर दिया आपने
Okay, studying you understood this one? This is one case. Now, for example, the next case is now just see here. See, this is a point A, this is point B. Now, boat has to go exactly to the opposite bank of the river. Okay, shortest path. This is a case of shortest path. But boat is going in this direction with a speed of 8 kilometers per hour. Okay, and river flow is having a speed of 4 kilometers per hour. Find theta and V resultant, and also time. How much time it will take to reach the opposite end exactly. Try to understand the question first. This is a canal in which river is flowing and your boat is aiming exactly to reach a point B, and you have to reach this point. Your aim is B, but if your aim is B, if you try to go along with B, water will push you and take you in some other way. But I should not go in some other way. My aim is I have to go to B. Then I have to tilt my boat at certain angle, theta, and try to row my boat upstream against the water flow in this direction. This is just you only show put up. Boat will be in this direction, it will not reach there. This river will push you and take you to the opposite. Understood what I am saying? You will reach here. Okay? So you will reach here now. This is said to be shortest path. Then what is an angle theta? Can you tell me now? చూస్తేనే చెప్పాను 4 by 8. Opposite side by adjacent side. Sin theta is nothing but 4 by 8, which is nothing but 1 by 2, which is nothing but sin 30. Theta is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. So first my question is, what is theta? Then what is the resultant velocity? My resultant velocity in this direction is, you should be knowing that it should be Vb square minus Vr square, which is nothing but 8 square minus 4 square. Whatever you are getting, you just write it up. Now, what is the time taken by your boat to reach from A to B is nothing but, if for example this is the width of a river, D, width of a river, it is given as 10 kilometers like this. So width of a river divided by resultant velocity. So width of a river is 10, going to be 64 minus 60. Whatever you are getting, you write that, isn't it? It's going to be in how much? See, answer will be in what way? Answer will be in hours, because kilometer per hour is also kilometer. Is it clear what I am saying? This is one way. Next, this is a shortest path question. Now, here. Now, let me discuss about shortest time case here, in which your boat has to reach the opposite bank in a shortest possible time. Maybe path is not the shortest path. You may take your own path, but you have to reach in a shortest possible time. So to reach a shortest possible time, as this is going to be the river flow, in this direction is river is flowing. Now you are trying to aim your boat exactly to the opposite end from A to B, but this is the resultant, this is the boat velocity. But river, this is just only show put up. Your boat is not going like this. You are aiming the boat, that's it. But the boat will be pushed in this direction. You will reach in the sea. It's going to be angle theta here. It's going to be resultant velocity. It's going to be VB square plus VR square in this case, because it is going to be the hypotenuse. Longest set means squares you have to add under root. Getting the resultant velocity now? For example, here also he has given 4 kilometers per hour as a river velocity, and 8 kilometers per hour is going to the boat velocity. Okay, so what are you going to do now? My aim is to find out angle theta. Okay, I have to find out theta, I have to find out resultant velocity, I have to find out shortest time along the shortest time. Now just see here, what is the concept here? Your aim is to reach the opposite bank of a river, whatever it may be the path, is freedom to you. Now you aim in this direction, but river will push you and carry you in this direction. And this is said to be downstream, because you are taking the help of a river. A river will help you to reach the opposite end. Okay, and this will be the shortest time now. Maybe the path is longer than the previous case, but time will be less. Time will be less. Okay, but I told you that you may think that I have to reach still faster now. Why should I go? If I take more help of a water, if I go this way, I will go more faster. That is a wrong prediction. Why? Because if you try to go this way, river will push you to take and you will reach there somewhere. It may not be the shortest time. Understood? So, ఎంత దగ్గరికి రీచ్ కావాలనుకుంటే అంత తొందరగా రీచ్ అవుతాం. ఎంత దూరం రీచ్ కావాలనుకుంటే అంత దగ్గరికి రీచ్ అవుతాం. Time is more, but path is less. Here path is more, but time is less. Is it clear what I am saying? Okay. So now I think you can find out what is theta. Just 4 and 8 చూస్తేనే చెప్పారు. It's going to be sin theta is equal to opposite, tan kada, tan theta, because known velocities are these two. Okay, known velocities are these two. So tan theta is nothing but 1/2. So theta is equal to tan inverse of 1/2. Understood? So resultant velocity is nothing but square root of 8 square plus 4 square. Time is nothing but distance. Okay, so distance means you have to consider this distance, that is AC divided by V. Okay, for example, this is 4 kilometers and this is 3 kilometers, then this is going to be 5 kilometers. Understood? 5 kilometers. Okay, so at that time, better you take boat velocity as 4 kilometers, river velocity as 3 kilometers, because It is following a Pythagoras theorem concept. Here this is 37 degrees, this is 53 degrees, and this is going to be 90 degrees. So lesser angle 3, larger angle 4, and still 90 degrees opposite is going to be 5. Pythagoras theorem, 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square under root. 5 square is 25, 4 4 is 16, plus 9 is going to be 25. So hypotenuse is nothing but square on the sides, isn't it? Pythagoras theorem. So here you can find out this shortest possible time also. Understood what I am saying? So when you understand all this now, it will be easy for you to understand this problem. Just see. It's completely different problem where you need to think a little bit more. Okay, so what is this here now? It's given that this is a river. Okay, a swimmer is making 60 degrees with an upstream to cross the river in the shortest possible path and run. So you have to aim exactly in the opposite direction. That means your boat should be with certain angle, making certain angle theta, and that angle is given as 60 degrees. Okay, so this is B, your starting point is A, and this is going to be C, this is going to be 90 degrees, and this is 60 degrees. Okay, it is understood that if it is 60, this is going to be 30. Okay, is it okay? So what is this going to be? It's going to be the river velocity, and this is going to be the boat velocity. Okay. So now, opposite side hypotenuse, you know, means can you apply sine 60? Which is nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse. Is it okay? So sine 60 is nothing but root 3 by 2. Okay. Now just see here. If time taken by him to cross the river in his shortest time means what? In this direction, if time t1 is the shortest time and this is t2 is the longest time, here it will take more time not to reach like this. Here it will take lesser time. Understood what I am saying? There you have to use your common sense a little bit. I am explaining in a shortcut method. Otherwise, it's very complex. How? See, this is river velocity means this is also river velocity. You just remember. Shortest path, you understood. You have to go in this direction with your boat, but this is a show put up. You are not going like this. You are going like this. It's just to understand the direction of your boat. You are reaching like this, but you are going along this time. Time you have to consider this one. But here, when you take a shortest time here, this is going to be your angle. Okay, this is going to be your angle. In how much time you are reaching from here to here? In the same time, water will travel from here to here. Right or not? ఎంత టైంలో నీ బోట్ ఈ నుంచి అక్కడికి రీచ్ అవుతుందో నీ వాటర్ మీద ఏదైనా చిన్న బబుల్ ఉందనుకో ఆ బబుల్ కూడా అదే టైంలో రీచ్ అవుతుంది. Instead of considering this time, can I consider this time? That means this river and this river velocities are same. Okay, that means can I take this time as t1 in this direction also, and that same time I am taking here. Okay, now just see here, I am giving you a shortcut method here. If this is if this is 60 degrees, this is 30 degrees, and this is going to be 90. Along the smaller angle 1, little bit larger angle root 3, which is 1.63, 1.43 root 3 value 1.73, and this is going to be 2. Shorter angle, shorter distance. Little bit longer angle, little bit longer distance. Still 90 degrees is the largest, which is having opposite side is 2. Okay, so now, so whenever you get 60, 30, 90 combinations, you have to consider 1, 2, root 3. Because sin 30, opposite side of hypotenuse 1 by 2. Sin 60, root 3 by 2. Tan 60, root 3. Tan 30, 1 by root 3. Understood? This is a shortcut method to solve the problem. That means you want to find out, you have to find out t1 by t2. So T1 by T2 you will get just by applying sin 60. Okay, T1 by T2 you will get sin 60 is T1 and this is T2. So this is a shortcut method to solve the problem. So therefore sin 60 is equal to T1 by T2. What is T1 here? T1 ante ide kada root 3. T2 ante 2. So answer is this one, root 3 by 2. Is it clear? Same boat river problem only, but you have to think a little bit more. Understood what I am saying? So you just remember here one more thing here. I will tell you one more thing here. For example, this is a canal in which water is flowing. Okay, this is said to be the river velocity. Now, your aim is to reach an opposite end, like this, opposite end of the bank of a river. Then you have to row the boat like this, isn't it? Velocity of a boat. This is said to be resultant velocity. This is the velocity of a river. And now, this is said to be width of a river. This is said to be drift of a river. Drift means what? You are aiming from A to reach at C, but you are reaching at B. That means your target has been drifted from here to here. That drift is said to be x. That drift is said to be x. So time taken by a river and time taken by a boat. In how much time the imaginary boat is reaching here? In the same time your river is also reaching here. In the same time resultant velocity is also going there. This imaginary distance, this real river distance, this is the resultant distance. That means time of a resultant. So try to imagine if the boat has aimed here, that means this time should be small. If the river has travelled from here to here, that means this time is also same, because ila undedi ila potundi. Time is same or not? Bubble ikkada undedi, nu bubble meeda aim chestunnavu. You have aimed at your bubble at this point. Okay, but this bubble is reaching like this, and you are also not traveling like this. The river is pushing you to reach here. So these two times are same. Enta time lo idi idiki vachundo, inta time lo adi idiki vachundi. Same times. Times are same. So time of a river means what? Distance by velocity of the river. Time of a boat means distance by velocity of a boat. Okay. Then here time of a resultant velocity. This is the resultant velocity along the time. So here you write width of a river divided by resultant velocity. The same thing here also. If you are aiming the boat to reach an opposite end, your boat will travel like this, isn't it? Said to be resultant velocity. And again this is said to be river velocity. This is again drift. You are aiming in a short. This is said to be a shortest path case. This is said to be shortest time case. You are aiming the boat here but reaching here. That means drift is x. Now you are aiming here but you are reaching here. That means drift is also x here. That means you are aiming this way, but bubble is here. You are targeting towards the bubble on a river, but bubble is also moving along with the river. So when a bubble you are seeing here, when you are reaching, bubble is exactly reaching here now. So these two times are also same. Enta time lo reach ayina, anta time lo bubble reach ayina. That bubble ante river ani. River speed you can judge by something which is floating on the river, isn't it? So here also same thing you will write. In the case of shortest path means what will you do? X by VR is equal to, in this case, width by V resultant, and here in this case is going to be AC divided by V. This is velocity of a boat in case one. Shortest path the resultant is the velocity of a boat. This is going to be the velocity of a boat. But you are reaching here, so this is going to be resultant velocity. Both three times are same. You can use this one also when you want, if you want to find out sometimes. Okay. Sometimes what he will give? he gives that drift is 5 kilometers. Understand? And width is 10 kilometers. Okay? Drift is 5 kilometers, width is 10 kilometers, and velocity of a boat is 8 kilometers per hour. What is the velocity of a river or not? What will you do? Huh? Shortest path case, he has given that the velocity of a boat is 4 kilometers. He is asking us to find out the velocity of a river. You don't know what is the velocity of a river, but you know drift is 5 kilometers and you know width is 10 kilometers. 3 data you know, can't you find out the single one here? What are you going to do now? Okay, drift by river velocity, width by resultant velocity. Understood? Okay. So resultant velocity. Ready? V the other possible. X by river velocity, width by resultant velocity. So resultant velocity. So x is how much? 5. So 5 by river velocity is how much? Tell him, you don't know. And width is how much? 10. By 8. మనకి ఇవి తెలిసి ఉండాలి కదా, ఇవి తెలిసి ఉండాలి. So it is 12 kilometers, then you write 5. Velocity of a boat is, for example, 12, and x is unknown to you. X కూడా ఇచ్చాడు కదా, x ఇచ్చాడు, ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ 12 అన్నాడు. Velocity of a boat ఎంత అన్నాడు? 8. Now can you find out VR? What is it? Is it clear what I am saying? So three known values are there. You can find out one unknown value like this by taking the ratios also. Is it clear? So this is the total story of boat and river, shortest path, shortest time. Now just here, a toy moves in a circular path. Radius is 3/2, is nothing but 1.5. Angular speed in a clockwise direction. That means clockwise like this. What is an angular speed? Pi by 48 radians per second. Okay. The time moves in a clockwise circular path. In the first two minutes. If it is here, it has reached here. Let us imagine. And time is taken as 2 minutes. Now, what is happening now? And with pi by 60 radians per second, clockwise. Only clockwise, huh? Only clockwise means again it has travelled from here to here. Okay? It has travelled here to here. So how much it is? Pi by 60. Pi by 60, previously pi by 48, time is 2, now it is 1.5, time is 1.5. Okay, so it's asking us to find out average angular speed. I told you what is an average velocity here, average speed means what will you take? Total distance by total time. But here, average angular velocity means total angular displacement by total time. Okay, but angular displacement is not given to us, angular velocity is given to us. Okay, so unknown things are thetas, angular velocity is given, time is given. So what are we going to do now? As omega is equal to theta by t, theta is nothing but omega